Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023, not 2022. I think in yesterday's video, I accidentally said 2022, which is the entire reason why for a good long while I stopped doing these intros with the date, because I either say the wrong month or the wrong year or the wrong day. I do that all the time. So yeah, yesterday we traveled back in time to 2022, but it's 2023 now. Anyway, we are here in New Hope, Pennsylvania. And the reason why we are in New Hope, Pennsylvania is because today I'm going to do something I've always wanted to do. I've been out here so many times before. I honestly love this town. It is beautiful. It's amazing. I regret the fact that I've not yet filmed a video in New Hope, just walking around New Hope, shopping in New Hope, seeing what this amazing town has to offer for you guys. I haven't done that yet, and maybe I'll try to do that over the next month or so. I don't know. Next month is going to be a pretty busy month, so I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to have time to do that. But at some point, someday in the future, I want to get out here to New Hope and walk around town and take you guys to see how amazing of a town this is. But today we're going to do something that I've never done before. Even though I've been out here so many times, I, for whatever reason, have never done this. And today we're going to do this. That's what I love about these videos. Some days are going on crazy adventures. Some days are seeing really interesting historical things. Some days are going out and doing some thrifting. And some days are just checking off bucket list items, things I've just always wanted to do. And that's what today is, a thing I've always wanted to do. So again, we are here in New Hope, Pennsylvania. Right there is the Delaware River. And if that sounds familiar to you, yes, this is the actual river that Washington crossed in that famous photo of him crossing the Delaware. That actually happened only a couple of miles down the river. There's actually a town called Washington Crossing, and at the Washington Crossing State Park, you can actually see where Washington crossed the Delaware. It's actually a really awesome park. Something else I should probably take you guys out to see at some point. So many things here in Pennsylvania to do, so little time, unfortunately. But anyway, we're not doing that today. We're not going to the park today. Today, we're focusing on this bridge right here, because right over there is New Jersey. Right now, we are in Pennsylvania, and right over there, I believe is Lamberton, if I'm not mistaken, Lamberton, New Jersey. Today, we're gonna walk over that bridge into New Jersey. Again, it's something I've never done before. I've driven over that bridge, but I've never walked over that bridge. And I believe right in the middle of the bridge is something pretty interesting to see. So we're gonna walk to Jersey. Even though the bridge is literally right behind me, I have to go over here to cross the road so that we can get to the other side of the road. Why did the David cross the road? So he could walk into New Jersey, because this bridge is kind of narrow and it only has one pedestrian walkway on one side of the bridge. Actually, driving over this bridge is kind of terrifying because it is so insanely narrow. If I'm not mistaken, I believe down the road, down that way, is another bridge that's even narrower. It's kind of crazy. Some of these bridges were built a very, very long time ago. And when you're, oh, there's a car coming. And when you're crossing over them in your modern day car, and there's another car coming in the opposite direction, it honestly doesn't feel like two cars should be fitting on some of these bridges. It's kind of scary. This one here is a little scary as well. It's not as narrow, but it's still pretty narrow. All right, so we're able to actually cross the street now. So again, we're gonna walk into Lamberton, I believe is what it's called, Lamberton, New Jersey. I love this town so much. New Hope, Pennsylvania is so beautiful. It's a very, very old town, a very historical town. There's a lot to look at here. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot to see here. You can shop here. You can eat here. And get a ton of history here as well, which is really, really awesome. And here's the bridge. Look at this. Look at that. There's a little plaque here as well. Rededication of the New Hope Lambertville, I believe is the town actually. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm back home now editing down the video, and I realized I keep calling the town by the wrong name. I first called it Lamberton, and then throughout the entire video, I called it Lambertonville. I don't know where I got the ton part from. It's just Lambertville, New Jersey. Apparently I can't read. Lambertville Toll-Supported Bridge. Superstructure constructed 1904 and superstructure rehabilitated in 2004. So look at that, built in 1904. This bridge is over 100 years old, and today we're gonna walk across it. I was gonna say though, before we do actually walk across the bridge, I kind of wanted to see what this cross or whatever that is right there is. I have no idea, but unfortunately this gate is locked. We can't actually get inside the yard, and I can't really read what the sign down here says. It says, I can see that it says sign of the times, and then everything else I can't actually read. So I'm not entirely sure what this represents. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. It looks like a cross to me, but it also looks like a plus. I don't know. Not sure if this is some kind of religious thing or just a obscure, I don't know, abstract structure. I have no idea. Comments down below if you know, but unfortunately the yard is locked up and we can't actually get in there to read this sign or even see what this is about. I'm not entirely sure. I did try looking up some information, but I want to say that building right there at some point probably has something to do with the actual bridge. I did try to look up some information on the little structure right there, but could not find anything. I do know that this used to be a toll bridge up until I believe 1919 when they did away with the toll. So maybe they collected tolls there. Maybe there was a gate that came down or something like that. They would not let you pass until you paid tolls. I'm honestly not entirely sure, but it looks pretty historical. So my assumption is at one point maybe the toll keeper lived there, or that's where they worked or something like that. I don't know. I'm thinking that had something to do at one point probably with tolls. I don't know why I get so excited about stuff like this. Sometimes it's just the little things in life that gets you excited. And oh my gosh, as we stand on this bridge, every single car that drives over top of it makes the whole bridge bounce up and down. This bridge is you can feel every car going over top of it right now. But anyway, I don't know why. This is the kind of thing I just get really excited about, just walking across the bridge. As you can see, there's a lot of other people walking across it as well. Every year this bridge gets just like thousands and thousands and thousands of people walking across it. And can you blame them? Look at this amazing view of the Delaware River. It's beautiful, it's fantastic. And over there in Lambertville, you can actually do some shopping as well. So you can come over here to New Hope, do some shopping, and then walk over to Lambertville and do some shopping as well. We're not gonna do any shopping today, but we are gonna walk the bridge. It's a shame this sort of thing is needed, but it is nice to see they actually have a number here for crisis counseling. It says, crisis counseling is available. Call or text 988. Jumping from this bridge can be fatal and tragic. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to jump from this bridge. I mean, it's not a very far drop. You would honestly completely survive that if you were to jump off the bridge. The issue, I would say, would be the current. I don't know what the current is currently like, but depending on the severity of the current and how much it's rained recently, I don't think I'd want to jump into the Delaware River. That sounds like a terrible, terrible idea. So if you are thinking about jumping, call that number. It's not worth it. Again, it's a Wednesday, about 10 o'clock in the morning, and there's just a ton of people crossing this bridge. No matter what time of year, no matter what time of day, no matter what time of the week, there are so many people crossing over this bridge, and you cannot bicycle across the bridge. There's actually a sign right there that says no bicycling across the bridge, which I do believe makes sense because, again, this is a very well-traveled bridge as far as walking is concerned, and they probably don't want anybody getting hit by a bicycle. It does make sense, though. Those fellas up there were not too happy about having to dismount. The one guy, I guess, was not going to, and the other guy was yelling at him saying, "You have to get off your bike." He was saying, "Oh, those rules are for other people." Pretty sure those rules are for everybody. Just look at that view. New Hope, Pennsylvania, Delaware River, right down there, only a couple miles down the river. Washington crossed the Delaware during the Revolutionary War, and then right over there, Lambertville, New Jersey. I don't know why I've never done this before. Why have I never walked across this bridge? Again, I've driven across it, but I've never walked across it. This is a great bucket list item I am checking off my list. I'm loving this. Again, though, what I'm not enjoying so much is the fact that every single car and truck and whatnot that passes over this bridge is making it rumble and rattle and sway and bounce up and down. It's an interesting structure. It's actually just a graded bridge. You can see right down into the river. That's not paved blacktop or concrete. It's just a metal graded bridge. Look at that. That is pretty awesome. And I could see, for people who are terrified of bridges, probably pretty scary. I honestly think I picked the perfect day to do this. It's maybe like, I don't know, I think it's a high of 66 today, so probably not even 66 yet, probably in the low 60s right now, but the sun's out, it feels good. There's a light breeze blowing, not too strong, not too light. It's honestly just the perfect day for a bridge crossing, perfect day to be walking from Pennsylvania to New Jersey across this awesome 100-plus-year-old bridge, just looking out over the Delaware River. This is why I love getting out of the house, why I love exploring. It just, I don't know, it does a body good. I'm not terrified of bridges or have any real concern about walking over bridges. I don't really care about heights or anything, but it's kind of crazy how you can hear the entire bridge just rattling and shaking and making all kinds of crazy noises. Listen to that. Yeah, if you're afraid of heights, I can see this bridge being a bit of a concern. All right, so here we go. This is the part of walking this bridge that honestly I was most excited about. What I wanted to see the most was the marking here. There we go. We are about to cross from Pennsylvania into New Jersey. It says Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Commission, I believe is what that says. But again, Pennsylvania into New Jersey. So here we go. We're leaving the great state, my home state of Pennsylvania, and crossing into New Jersey. We have done it. We've officially crossed it to the state of New Jersey. And oh my gosh, this bridge is making so much noise. I've also been noticing as I'm walking all the different things floating down the river. There's a big log right there. A couple other giant logs came by. All kinds and sorts of debris floating through the river. Thankfully, it's not been anything like man-made. It's all been things like logs and sticks and leaves, and some ducks came by a little bit ago. No bodies floating down the river, thankfully. So luckily, it's all been natural stuff. Nothing, no litter, no man-made stuff floating down the river. But yeah, tons of stuff. Again, you would survive the jump, but I still don't think I'd want to jump into this river. There's a lot of stuff in that river. I don't know if you guys can actually hear it over top of the sounds of the bridge rattling and all the different cars driving over top of the bridge, but there are a ton of birds, I believe, nesting up in the bridge. You can see them flying around. There's some netting up there, but I think somehow the birds have maybe found a way to do some nesting, because there are a ton of birds. Yeah, I can see right up in that crate right up there, there's actually a bird nest. So there's a bunch of interesting looking birds nesting on this bridge, which is really interesting. So as you're walking over it, yes, you hear the sound of the cars, you hear the sound of the bridge rattling and shaking and sounding very disturbing, but you also hear the chirping of whatever types of birds these are. If you guys know, leave comments down below, but whatever types of birds these are, you can hear them just chirping and making all sorts of sounds and talking to each other, because clearly they're nesting up in the bridge, which I think is actually really awesome. Yeah, that one right there has something in it, well, had something in its mouth. It literally just ate something, maybe a worm. I have no idea. Yeah, if you know what kind of birds these are, they're really pretty. They're spotted. Leave a comment down below. All right, guys, so we have done it. We have crossed the bridge from New Hope, Pennsylvania into Lambertville, New Jersey, with this one little step right here. I've officially crossed over the bridge onto land into New Jersey. Again, why? I've never done this before. I have no idea. It's something I've always wanted to do. As many times as I've driven over that bridge, as many times as I've been to New Hope, Pennsylvania, and even as many times as I've been into Lambertville, New Jersey, just for whatever reason, I've never physically walked across the bridge before. Pretty happy to have finally done that. Look at this. There's some information about the ferry here. and the railroad. That was awesome. Wow, this is actually really, really neat. So we're not going to spend much time in Lambertonville, but look at the old Lambertonville station here. Look at this. This is the old train station. That is pretty awesome. There's a big ballroom over there as well. This is really, really beautiful. This is Lambertonville Historical Society. Look at that. I have no idea what year this was built. I would love to see a like a cornerstone or something. I have no idea what the year on this building is, but clearly it's been here for a very, very long time. And oh my gosh, look at all the Canadian geese. Today's a good day. I'm for some reason walking further and further into Lambertonville, and I feel like I should stop because I think there's a lot to see here. This is the old train tracks here again, the old station right here. And these are the tracks. I honestly wonder how far down these go. I kind of just want to explore the train tracks, going this way, going that way. I love old train tracks. That is awesome. And here's the D&R Canal. There's actually a canal on this side of the river, and there's a canal on the other side of the river as well. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna cross back over the bridge before I spend the next like 7 hours inside Lambertonville. I'm gonna do some research on Lambertonville. We're gonna come back out here because I get as much time as I've spent in New Hope, I haven't spent a ton of time over here. I've been over here a couple of times to just do some shopping, but I haven't really walked around and explored this town really before. And now that I'm like looking around it more, I'm realizing there's probably a lot here to see. Okay, so we're leaving New Jersey, heading back into Pennsylvania. Here's a shot of the bridge from the New Jersey side. Looks almost identical to the Pennsylvania side. Again, as it says, Delaware River. I love the fact that in order to leave New Jersey, we have to cross over the Delaware to get back into Pennsylvania. I love just saying that. It sounds so weird. There's a plaque over here as well. Looks identical to the one on the Pennsylvania side. So again, leaving Jersey, heading back to Pennsylvania. I'm loving this view. It's amazing. There were some people down there kayaking a minute ago. Don't know where. Oh, they're still out there. There's people actually kayaking on the Delaware River. Again, look at that view. I will never get tired of that. And with that, we make it back into Pennsylvania. We've officially crossed over the border of New Jersey into Pennsylvia. I don't know why I get a kick out of that, but I do. I don't know why, but I'm honestly kind of surprised by just how many people are crossing the bridge today. I kind of figured this early in the morning on a random Wednesday, probably wouldn't be that many people out on the bridge, but there are just hundreds and hundreds of people I've seen crossing this bridge over the last hour that I've been out here filming. It's kind of insane. I know this area is quite popular. New Hope's very popular. Lambertonville's very popular. It's a big tourist destination. Lots of people come out here to shop and to get food and to vacation. But honestly, again, I just on a random Wednesday at the end of September, for some reason, just didn't expect this many people out here. Did not realize how popular of a bridge this was, which again leads to me wondering, why is this the first time I've ever walked across this? So as I'm sure by now you guys know, or maybe some of you are living under a rock and don't know, but I will be moving to Florida at the beginning of next year. Oh my gosh, you can hear the sound of the current of the water underneath the bridge. Anyway, so at the beginning of next year, I'll be moving to Florida, but I'm jotting down notes. I'm making a list of places that I want to come back to Pennsylvania to visit more in depth, to actually vacation at, because living in Pennsylvania, you don't live too far away from places, or at least for me living in Pennsylvania, I don't live too far away from places like this. So I come to visit here quite often for, a couple hours here, a couple of hours there, but I've never actually vacationed here for like a weekend or something like that and done all there is to do and see all there is to see. So I would say New Hope and Lambertonville, definitely somewhere at some point I want to come back and actually like take a weekend and just vacation here and just see everything there is to see here. All right, guys, and with that, we have officially walked from New Hope, Pennsylvania to Lambertonville, New Jersey by crossing over this amazing 100+ year old bridge. Again, the New Hope Lambertonville Toll-Supported Bridge, constructed in 1904. That was awesome. Bucket list item checked off my list. That was pretty amazing. Happy I finally, after all these years, got to do that. Something I've thought about doing, something I've wanted to do, something I've driven over multiple times, but I've always wanted to walk over it, and now I can say I've done that. So with that, I do think that is going to do it for this video. Just wanted to come out here to New Hope, Pennsylvania to finally walk across this amazing, beautiful, historical bridge that for whatever reason, I've just never actually bothered to walk across before. Wanted to check this bucket list item off my list, and check, I have done. So if you guys have ever actually been out here to walk across this bridge, if you guys have ever walked across the New Hope Lambertonville Bridge, leave your comments down below. I want to hear about you, your adventures walking from Pennsylvania to New Jersey, or from Jersey into Pennsylvania. I enjoyed my adventure. That was pretty amazing. Happy I finally got to do this. Finally got to do something that I've thought about doing for years, that I've wanted to do for years. And now, at the age of almost 41, I finally accomplished, finally walked across the bridge. I know it's these small things. It's the small things in life. But anyway, guys, with that, we are done. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts. Proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon do help support the show, and they keep the show going, and they bring us out to awesome and amazing places like this. So I really do appreciate it. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, I'm gonna say hashtag bridge life. There you go, hashtag bridge life, if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end. But like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. One more shot. The Delaware River, New Hope, Pennsylvania, Delaware River, Lambertonville, New Jersey, and the amazing New Hope Lambertonville Toll Bridge. That is awesome. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.